right. No, no. All right. Let's get today rolling. All right. So, a little bit of movement out there with the yen. Yen is again the only big mover on the board right now. You're seeing the dollar yen down, pound yen down as well. I'm seeing strength across the board. The data that started this morning, kind of split, kind of confusing, right? So the core retail sales numbers, they were close, right? They were close for CAD, right? One of them's green, one of them's red, but there was adjustments made prior, which always kind of screws it up just a little bit with one green, one red. But overall, both positive, not necessarily a bad thing. The final GDP on a quarterly basis lower than expected, which is weird. You don't typically see the final change too much, but again, is 4.9% worth of growth bad? No. But it was a miss, right? That's going to kind of mess things around a little bit. And then unemployment claims, lower than expected, not the end of the world. The final GDP price index on a quarterly basis, also lower than expected. And then again, that's jacking around the dollar a bit right now. Really kind of hurting it a bit, right? Because it's like, hey, listen, we're much lower, right, than what we were. We expected to be here, but wow, look at that. But at the same time, Philly Fed Manufacturing Index also down, much bigger than expected. So yeah, not fun. In other news, again, not tons of movement. There could be more. I didn't see this one. Angola. Departure from OPEC. Just wants to do it himself. Okay. Where is it? I think this is an interesting one right here. Right. China will reunify with Taiwan. Okay. I wonder what that looks like. But the timing it has right. We will be reunifying with Taiwan. But the timing has not been decided yet. Right. So, interesting statement. I'm actually surprised that the market isn't kind of going a little bit, a little bit wild on that one. This is an interesting one too. Explores raising tariffs on Chinese EVs. I don't know. Do we want to? I don't know. Remember all the bashing we went back and forth? It's like, oh, tariffs don't work. Tariffs don't work. Tariffs don't work. And it's like, okay, if they don't work, why is this guy trying to do it too? Right? Right? It's funny how you say one thing and then you do the exact opposite of what you say is bad. But I think this one's a little dangerous. And again, everybody's been waiting for like the third front to open up here. So yeah. Anyway, we are done for news today. Tomorrow, we do have some of that core PCE, and that's a big one, right? Core PCE is the big one. It was 0.2 last time. It's expected to be 0.2 as well. Again, durable goods expected to be positive. That's not bad, and as well as the core durable goods order. So those are all good. Consumer sentiment, that's revised, doesn't move too much. GDP for CAD, it's there. Retail sales for the pound looking good. And again, question is I have with this one with retail sales. And again, retail sales has been not bad. It was -3 last time. 4 is quite a big jump. Excuse me. Could there be a miss? Right? Could they be at 0.2 or 0.3? And will that send some major shocks through the UK again on the weakness side of things? So, we will see. But not bad data in the next 24 hours. Again, right now we're done for today. It's kind of hard to read because you're like, wait a second, that's red, but that's green, but that's red. That one's red too, but those aren't as big. So, yeah. Confusing morning in December, right? We're less than a week from Christmas. What do you expect, right? 4 days away. Relaunch update. I was like, wait, what is that? It's weird. This is now, I don't know, you guys can kind of see it. In the upper right-hand corner, kind of behind the Restream logo, right? It's like a baby blue. I'm like, what is that? I guess it updated last night. Okay, there we go. VIX. So, yeah, kind of funny. We're like really, really low. Like, yeah, we're good. And all of a sudden, straight up in the air. Yeah, a little craziness. Now we're a little bit lower than that again. 13.5, not historically high at all. Right now you can see we're kind of holding up here, but all the indices are pretty deeply in the green right now. Again, the dollar's kind of taking that hit there, right? This is one of those ones where it's like, well, wouldn't this be bad? I mean, I guess this is not bad, but final GDP, it's lower than expected. But yeah, look, people are not getting laid off. The final price of things is not bad. Manufacturing's down, but we all knew that. So overall, we should see it roll back again. The dollar, obviously down from this morning. And again, 5:30 is when it kind of took off here. We're sitting at a level right now where we've seen buyers coming in. So if we are going to see a reversal today, we're at the right spot. We're just a little bit under that 102. And again, if we start to claw back up to that 105 or 102.50, not necessarily surprising, right? I think that kind of makes sense, right? But we'll see. Again, over 100, everything is historically high at this point. Anyway, all indices in agreement. I mean, again, remember, we are killing the economy, right? The Fed's supposed to listen to what the markets want, right? Give the markets what they want, not what we need. All pretty deeply in the green right now. And again, not Friday, but it is December, right? People are starting to take off, right? Use them or lose them those vacation days. Everything's in the green pretty solidly. Now, oil thankfully pulling back. Yesterday there was an inventory increase, right? 73.50 is better than 75, but we typically see this pullback in U.S. session is when we start to see it rallying again. And if you look at all the rest of the commodities, they're all green, right? Natural gas up 70.74. Again, still holding below that 250, which is not bad. Gold up 0.5%. Silver doing what it should, doing double. 2043 and 2435. Like what? Yeah, a little bit too much movement there in the wrong direction. I think both those are, yeah, a little bit high right now, but with the dollar weakening, everyone's like, oh, yeah, right there. It's crazy. They're both hedges for, I mean, basically more or less hedges for inflation. And what are we seeing? You know, that's it. We need to start cutting interest rates. All those are pro-inflationary environments. And it's funny. They're like, oh, the market wants this. I mean, maybe the market wants that, but if you're starting to see, you know, big money roll back into gold and silver, that means we're going to create inflation, more inflation. Yeah. You know, if the fight against inflation is done, that means inflation's ready to grow. And these two things are sitting kind of high. So, yeah, that's where we're at with commodities. So, again, if oil starts to pop back up again, it's like, oh, I feel like at this point, it's like, hey, all I want for Christmas is oil under 70, right? But 73.57 right now. And again, it's down. We'll see if it continues to go higher. Aussie dollar. Nice little pop. And again, no surprises in any of these right now. Again, we've had that pop since about 7 o'clock this morning. And you're seeing it right here. You know, the 7 o'clock right here. We see the nice little pop. Now, it did finally clear the top, which is awesome. And again, we had one higher, another higher, another higher. We knew the next time it pushed through, it was not going to probably have any resistance to go higher, and it didn't. It kind of shot through and then found it a little bit higher. So, I mean, we can take this and bring it up just a little bit more. Right? Yesterday we mentioned 68.10, and again, it's still on the board. We know we're sitting at a racetrack, so these are kind of hidden sellers, and it's like, oh, God, help us. But, I mean, we're not super far from it now. I mean, we're only 27 pips. It's got a 4-hour ATR of 25. So, I mean, we're within 4 hours worth of movement up there, right, before we have some dollar strength coming back in the market. And who knows? Maybe when China decides that, okay, now is when we're going to unify, right? I mean, by unify, they just mean take over. I mean, I think everybody understands that. So yeah. Looking for a reversal. Not much else to say, right? We were sitting right here yesterday, so we're a little tad higher. Had that obviously that big U.S. kind of rally back in, and again, just recycled and came all the way back up again. So you know, I think we got a little bit more room to run. Is what it is, right? 20 more pips to go. Aussie yen. All right, so this is one of those ones that's like, oh man, it did go hitting the profit target. Yesterday morning, we were sitting right about here, 10:30. We were kind of pulled up again. It ended up grabbing that top level. It grabbed the top level. So had you gotten into this one here, that basing, that kind of pullback, you know what? You got stopped out, and it did. It went and grabbed the higher level there that we had marked off. So overall, it did hit the target, 96.53, and that's kind of where we're sitting right now. Actually, it's 96.53 is dead on right now. We're actually sitting at where our target was. And again, that's unfortunate that it did pull back up again. Once it started basing here, it's kind of like, oh man, it's gonna try to pop in higher, and it did. You can see it grabbed the box up top, based off of the bottom of this red candle here and the top of this one. The two bodies right here and the touch here, it went a little bit higher than that touch. So again, that's why we're always looking for like kind of the more responsive entry, and we were being a little bit aggressive in this one, and it was up a little bit over one. I think it was like 1 to 3, or 1 to 1.3, before kind of finally collapsing. And you know, unfortunately, that's what happens when you get something like this where you have this big top. So right now, we obviously are basing down here at this lower level. Overall, we're looking for another profit target a little bit lower. And we're probably looking for what do you want? You want Daddy's water? Here, you want some water? Here, you can drink it, but then put it right back here. He's going to spill water everywhere. It's just water. It's nothing exciting, I promise. You want to sit on my lap? No? Okay, eat your chips. Eat your chips. So again, we are doing another base. We're looking for another push down, and again, I think that makes the most sense with what we're seeing with the Aussie as well as the yen. They're both in positions where, again, I think it's more Aussie weakness is the next stage. I don't know, maybe pick it up, buds. Just pick it up. You can clean your chips up. So yeah, looking for the next push is where I'm looking for. We got this one here, and we're looking for the next push all the way back down again. And maybe we get it reset by Friday, but we'll see. Euro dollar. All right, so euro dollar. You can see we were out. We ended up grabbing that level again yesterday at 4 p.m. And again, if you continue this cross, you can see that it went through the second time. So 109.34 was a big champion. Again, if you missed it yesterday morning early, this was a level we talked about Monday. No, it was Wednesday. Wednesday we talked about it. We were sitting. Actually, we're sitting up here Tuesday. So yeah, it was a Tuesday level. So again, you can see hit here. And again, this is kind of this is really the fourth hitch. I'd be very, very cautious with it again. We did talk about 110 being a big area, kind of like where we were with the Aussie. It's driven up and got kind of driven back again. So you can see that the old level up top is where it actually formed its base in here and pulled down to kind of get more buyers. So right now, I would say start to look for a reversal up top. We're at that level. Again, if you want to get a confirmation, I think that makes a lot more sense. But for the most part, what we're looking for this one to do is to kind of run all the way back down to here. That would be where we're looking at profit to the downside for the reversal back, and it's 109.45 is where we're looking for. So again, we're really, really close. Again, if you want to be a little bit more conservative, drop it down to a 15. You could do it on a 30. 30 is easier. You literally just check back every 30 minutes, and you're good. Yeah. I mean, I think. Again, we're looking for a reversal off that 110 level. 110 is a very, very big level. Not as big as what parity is, but 110 is pretty big, particularly with the euro dollar. It's a very, very close second. More so than like if it was at 150 or something. 110 is pretty big. Because what happens is when you get below 110, everybody starts talking about the P word, right? The parity. Not that we hit it often, but I mean, I think right now, once the EU starts cutting, I think, again, if we are not above 110 when the EU starts cutting, again, I think they will cut faster, right? And they're already lower. I think this has the ability to kind of roll back down. Again, Europe goes into recession, the United States doesn't. This has the ability to get back down to parity in the next, I don't know, 6 months. 2024, I think we probably hit parity. Yeah, so look for a reversal. Again, look for confirmation off of there. It's probably the best. Again, with the wicks right now, the chopping with the session rollover makes it a little bit more challenging. Okay, he sat back in his chair. I was like, oh God, he's quiet. What's he doing? Euro pound. So euro pound. A lot of chop back and forth. We were talking about a nice little area sellers here. You can see it came back up yesterday at 10. Kind of rolled back down again, found the buyers on the other end, came back up, hit them, went right back down, hit them again, and then started to kind of find the basing below here. So really not much difference in 24 hours. It's about 25, which is not bad. And again, the reason why is because, again, we had some minor data in the UK. With it rallying back up again, I kind of like this. It's nice to get away from, because we were down here forever. It's like, oh God, look for this to reverse. There is a 61.8 that we know that is sitting kind of up here. So, we can clean it, and you look at all the chop in there. Let's take this guy off now just to kind of clean it up. With this chop, I would say that there's probably a level sitting right in here. Actually, let's see. Is that going to coincide with any fibs? It could. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a little bit deep. How far is that? 34. That's probably where, when this comes up, again, there are some sellers up here. It is confirmed. What's a decent runoff? I mean, the level's okay. I don't love this. That's not bad. And then the touch here, smash down and add the 61 makes up for a little tiny bit. If we reverse back again, I would say, hey, get profit here, right? Don't tempt this one. That's about 34 pips. So that's about the range you're looking for. But I wouldn't be surprised if we start to come up and then like 1 o'clock, we flatline at 12 and starts coming across and then slowly starts to roll back down again. Is where I would assume this one goes. Okay. Euro yen. There's your year-end trade. Again, yesterday we talked about it. We were sitting right here. Profit target 1 was already hit, and you can see it's just continuing to grind lower and lower and lower on its way to profit target 2. Still like this one. Again, euro. Again, you're seeing like euro dollar. You're seeing the euro up, but it's about to reverse. Euro pound also about to get to a level where we're going to reverse. Those two with European weakness should help add this. That probably takes out profit target number 2. Remember, ideally, we'd like to get down to 155. We're still 100 and what? 138 pips away. So we're well within range. It has a 168 daily ATR. So again, once both the euros start to flip, I think this one continues to push to the downside. And there actually may be a little bit of a reversal coming in right in here, right? There could be a reversal level. I'd like to get the 155, but you cannot deny this and the fact that there was a base there and we came down and had a nice push off of it. So cannot deny that there's a potential there. But again, right now, this is continuing to roll. Yeah, not a bad position so far. On our way back down to 155. Pound dollar. All right, so pound dollar. I can adjust this a little bit. We did get a little bit more of a push. So I like this. I like the fact that we came in here. This one did not trigger, but we did push down. You can see it is kind of trying to flip here. We were looking more for the roll at 127, and it got close. It got to 126.96. We were looking for 127 to roll it. And maybe actually I just did that for a round number. Yeah, it still missed by just a little tiny bit. So within a few pips, this one missed on the roll. Yeah, I think this is fine. I like this one. We talked about being, trying to take advantage of this big racetrack here. We were looking for the break. Again, we had the 2 different alerts set on that one. We'd only been in there once before. I kind of like the fact that we got front run here and then smashed it pretty deep and then pull away. This should retrace back down once the U.S. kind of gets their strength coming back in. What are you doing? Uh-oh. Oh, he did it again. He's purchasing. What are you purchasing? Amazon Kids? Hold on. Here, buds. I think YouTube should do a better job of not letting Kip. Here. There, that they fix. I think it probably rolls back down. Next time it should go a little bit deeper in there. It has about 64 pips to go. It's got 100 pip daily ATR, so again, should continue to push lower today. I think set this one up for maybe a potential short for tomorrow, going into Friday. I mean, obviously we have some pound data in here. Retail, and we said it earlier, it's supposed to be 0.4. It was minus 0.3 before. If it comes in at 0.2, that's miss, right? That's weakness. That should help continue to drive this lower. I don't know if we can get all the way down to 125 by the weekend, but I kind of like the racetrack in here, and I think if we start to go down, I think this one continues to roll. So, yeah, I'm kind of liking this one for short. Again, unfortunately, it did not hit the 127. It literally got front run, punching lower. So, at this point, we're looking for kind of like a little bit of a Harry Potter-ish trade down here. We're getting a little bit of a base. I was hoping we get a little bit more on that one. Obviously, there's a level sitting here that's tested at the 23.6. You can also see that there's also a level sitting there right at the 50. So magically, we have one at the 61. Actually, it's funny. The original box here is 78, 61.8, 50, 23.6. If this is the bottom, right? If we play with all this bottom right here, this guy, and this guy over here, if we don't crash now, we have potentials for shorts here, potentials for short here, potential for a short here, and a potential for a short here. So we literally, it's funny how that lines up when we drag it down. Literally, boom, boom, boom. This is like a dream for like a fib trader, right? Oh my God, look at all these levels. Oh my God, I got shorts everywhere, right? Right now, again, yen continuing to do its thing. Pound is pushing back, and the big question is, can we get a little bit of retracement today? And can we line this up again for that UK miss news? Is I think kind of what we're looking for. So, yeah. But all profit targets are hitting this one. It's nice that we can finally get those in. We can take some of these out now just to clean it up so it's a little easier to see. I'll leave that over there. Take this guy off. You know what? We're just going to leave that off. Right now, we're just going to leave this right there, just so it's easy to kind of see where the different levels are. Got those buyers right there. We'll leave this guy right now. I'll take that off. My choppy right there. I don't need this one anymore. That level's out. Take that guy off. It's up there. All right, so yeah, that's what we're looking for right now. But pretty crazy how that lines up all the way across the board, right? Not too bad. Dollar CAD. All right, so we were looking for a push. We're looking for a push, right? I was like, oh, come on, go. I missed it by a couple pips. I missed it by. I mean, actually, I wanted the bounce off 33. I missed it by 12 pips, and I missed it by 1 hour. Um, it jumped at 2:30. I jumped it at 1:30. So I missed it by an hour. Anyway, we were looking for a push. That's actually a little bit more of an explosion than what we thought. If you want to run this down, you can see where it kind of turned and rolled. Look at all the basing off that level. Yeah, I mean, we talked 133 yesterday, so we can leave this on right now. We're not really going to use it because at this point the 61 is not, is I guess the 61 is still live. We're looking for 133. Again, we're looking for a roll. We talked about it yesterday. We were kind of looking for a bounce off 133, and it made it pretty close. It was 133, I guess 15. Yeah, 133.15. So missed it by a bit before the bounce. Again, parabolic move. Excuse me. What's up late last night? Parabolic move and a parabolic retracement all the way back again. Yeah, it was a 50 pip run. We're up, and then again, unfortunately, your red green kind of got screwed up with this one. This is a little bit harder to do. Like I said, originally came in here. There's your. Is that really the first one? Red, green, red, no. Green went above. Red, green, red, no went above. Red, green. I guess you could have done it from there. So that would have been there. Anyway, there's the red, green. There's this one is clean. Red, green, red, and then the pullback. So you could have got in this one. Again, just looking for that confirmation to run to the downside. So it's there. Obviously, it's live. I think at this point you're so close. You're sitting at 133.18. Wait for the 18 pips to come down. Look for a base in there. Look for the dollar to retrace today. But right now it's not. Again, we're right where profit should be taken. Right. So. Okay, it wasn't Melissa. I was like, wait, why is Melissa sending a message? Yes, Dada. Okay, what? Bye. Bye. Thank you. Oh, your hands are dirty. Go eat. Daddy's busy. Daddy's busy for a little bit longer. Yeah, so I'm looking for a base. Let's just draw it. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Dollar Swiss. All right, so we were looking for a pop. It ended up not really popping. We were like, come on, hit it twice and then go up again. It went up and it kind of rolled from that same level, right? Missed it by a little bit. I thought 86 would actually provide a little bit more resistance to the downside. Ended up giving us a little Harry Potter action right there. I don't really love many of these right now. Let's pull this off. Let's using it here. Ugh. How much did it move? 30. Ugh. 185. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah. These are old targets. Pull that one. Yeah, this is one of those ones that we don't really want to use. Hello. Just show you how much higher this is. There we go. Yeah, see, this is what we're playing with on a daily basis. And then daily spike. Yeah, it's 178 pips on a daily. Yeah. Yeah, a little craziness there. See it on this one? I can. It's right there. So close. Yeah. So, yeah. It's been so long. All right. Hmm. Carry that level across. Yeah, it's right there. All right, so that's at the 50. So yeah, we want to keep that one on. Sorry, because I gotta kind of put new stuff in on this one. Um, nope, not that one. And I moved it. There we go. Oh, there's just one active again. Okay. Let's pull these off. All right. um, you can see that now that one we put on from back there, that's where we're smashing into right now. I'm gonna pull this. Let's see if we can get it all the way back up. Let's weigh this 60. Okay. So maybe kind of looking at this right now. Right there. There's 1 of 3. Again, dollar Swiss is one of those that's just one of those pairs that tends to have like clean setups where you're like, oh yeah, I see. Now it makes sense. There we go. I got it. Yeah. Right. Tends to be what it looks like. Right now, at the 23, there's some kickbacks there. Not enough there that we want to place a trade on it. We will see the dollar reverse back in. All the pairs are kind of looking at the same, where we're like, oh, look, the dollar's got to get some strength to come back in to kind of equalize its losses. That's what we're expecting to see. If this rolls up about 60 pips, it's got a daily ATR of 63. So it's about 1 day's, worth of movement. It's 58. It is a 50% retracement level. If it just comes up and it grinds its way up to this level, there is a base there and it kind of pushed away and then hit it and then kind of accelerated today. So it's definitely a level. It's not a big area. I mean, it's 11 for 33. We love those. This tends to be like the cleanness that we're looking for, right? So yeah, this is what we're looking at, right? Yeah, yeah. Not a bad little trade setup. I think it's fine. Again, this is one of those ones that if you really wanted to get in there, you could throw an alert on this one and just say, okay, you know what? Shoot me an email. Send me an alert, right? When that one comes back up there, I want to look at it. Yeah. Dalian's doing exactly what we thought it was going to do. You can see yesterday, we were sitting here. We'd already kind of pulled back again. We hit our first target. Second profit target, we said look for it to be down at 142.67. You can see we touched that at 8:30 this morning and actually drove a little bit lower. We mentioned that there was this zone right here. Right. And again, there was a little pop off of that. That's probably where we could have something. The hard part about this one is you had this entire level of buy, right? And came down and touched it. So we knew that we had something in there. And that's what we're going off of right now. Again, we're seeing the dollar strength come back. So let's clean this off. Again, both profit targets have been hit on this reversal. All those guys are out. All right. So, there's not a bad, let's see, does that come in with something? Probably. Yeah, it is the 61. Look at that right there. I was like, look at, there's a touch right there. Again, kind of the similar thinking as the last one. Right there. Right there. Something along those lines. Right. And it's decent amount of movement. Right. We need this one to rally 140 pips. It's got a 163 ATR. So this could be something for tomorrow morning news wise that we look for that level. And again, it is a base. Again, if this is the bottom, here's what it has going for it. There's the base here, a drop that came back and used it and rolled. Add in the 61.8 in there. So there's a lot of people that are going to be looking at that level, both support and resistance traders, supply and demand traders, Fibonacci traders. A lot of people will be looking at that level. If it does move from today, it moved all this down today. If it goes and recycles itself back again, it's completely set up for another one of these positions. All right. Oh, it's set to deliver today. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm good with that one. Crude. So what did we say? U.S. session comes online, crude starts to go higher. So yeah, we got a nice little run down in the overnight. Again, the Europeans kind of sent this back down again. Yeah, look, it punched through. Did it, Harry Potter? It did. All right. We had mentioned this level yesterday, 1 and 2 and 3. It came down at base, that pulled back, it grabbed, and it continued to go lower. So kind of Harry Pottered, and then obviously that's what it hit at 4 o'clock this morning to push down. On the flip side, it did actually kind of grab where you would expect it. There's a level of basing, really two different levels here. Right? Confirmation, touch, touch. And again, you could have used this zone or this zone. Either one works. And that's what we ran into this morning at 8:30. So right now, I would say if I had to project where I look at oil going, I think 74.34. There's a little bit of a hiccup right here. And obviously, we need to get through this level. Kip, come here. Come here, Kip. Kip. Hold on one sec, guys. He's over in the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in 10 seconds. Eat your chips, watch your play. Eat your chips, watch your play. We'll take a bath later, okay? We'll play with the bath water later, okay? All right, sorry about that. Yeah, he was in the bathtub. Yeah, I figured. In the bathtub, playing with the water. So, yeah. Great. Loves to play in there. You know, it's one of those kids where it's like, hey, you want to take a bath? He's like, yeah. But then he's like, oh, I can play in the bath by myself? No, you cannot. It's like a real big bath. It's like the master bathroom. So it's like a hot tub for him. But he just plays with the water and likes to spill it all over the floor. So wonderful stuff. But anyway, again, I think 74 is going to be a big area. We got to get through these sellers in here, being that it's close to 10:30. There is a reversal point right here. Overall, I think the 74 area, again, seeing these guys right there, that's what we tend to see as far as what, the selling looks like. Overall, again, like I said, at this point, I'm hoping by Monday we are below 70. But yeah, let's hope. Yeah, let's hope. Yeah, it's there. So I hope that cheap gas, right? Come on, Santa, give us the cheap gas. But right now, not surprised that it's popping up. I think we have 2 reversals today, and it probably ends somewhere up in the 73.50 area. I think it's probably a meeting point. Natural gas. So natural gas came down. Now, this one actually, I thought it would actually go a little bit lower. I had this one pegged just coming just a bit lower. It actually got front run right off like where the profit target should have been. Again, profit targets, we take the green right above. Oops, that one is not even remotely straight. Let's copy and paste it. There you go. You can see that that's what it's skirting on, as the buyer is sitting right there. So it kind of turned where you would have expected it. What did it do? It went right back up and hit 250. We talked about 250 being the median point right now. Okay, sorry. I think natural gas right now, the fact that we kind of bounce, we probably go lower, but I don't think we can get much lower than 240. I think we probably stabilize back and forth. Natural gas prices gained 2% on cooler forecast ahead of storage report. So it's kind of like, it's wintertime, like cooler than normal, right? Because people were hoping, right? So it's kind of all over the place. So natural gas, I would say, pulls down, probably stabilizes at 240, pops back up again. All right, let's look at gold. So gold. Areas we got in gold. You can see this morning we popped up, we grabbed that level. This level's been hit multiple times at this point. Are we much different than where we were yesterday? We were sitting right here yesterday. Actually, 8:39. Here's your 10 o'clock candle right there. So we're actually right now, right? We're actually exactly where we were yesterday, right? Because here, this red one right here is the 10 o'clock. That's where we were yesterday at this time. So you can see we're sitting right there. Again, I know it's not straight. Whoops. Oh. There you go. Yesterday, right now. So more or less, this is just shopping back and forth again. I still think it's overinflated of where it needs to be. I'm still looking for this Harry Potter to come in. I'm kind of wondering if we can get dollar strength that rolls in for today and tomorrow. If we can get some good positive data tomorrow, look for this to roll back down again. I still want to take this short when it gets to 216. I know we're at 237, and it's like, hey, listen, we're closer to 250 than 237 than 216. But you can see that, again, driving lower, driving lower, driving lower. We've actually blown this level out now. We're playing with the chop. So if we can get some momentum down, if we can get a green and a red candle in here, that should drive us down, and we're playing in this 220 to 216 level. It's kind of what I'm looking for, right? That would be the area, right? That would be the area. Yeah, yeah. I think that's where we're looking. I'll get you more in a second, buds. Give me a break. Yeah, so right now I'd look for the push. Again, we may have a little bit of a kickback from 1030, but with this pushing down, we should be clear again. Silver. Now, silver starting to level out. So I guess it's still about double. You can see that silver also very, very choppy. So we talked about retracing back down to 2403. You can see we got down to 23. I'm just going to call it 2406. I missed it by 3 cents on the reversal. Should have went a little bit lower than that. It is what it is. And then since that time, again, we ran into all the sellers here. Hit them, drove down, and then the whip back and forth. Kind of the same thing. If we can get a red, green, red plan in here, it's only 30 cents. We should be able to come back down and stabilize around that 24 mark. Again, I think silver needs to be under 24. I don't think it has any business being up here right now, but we really need that negativity to come back in. I don't know. Could we have a case made for closing Friday at 2025 and at 24 in gold and silver? I think so. I don't think that would be out of the ordinary. But right now we need some data to kind of drive this one back down again. It is definitely scary. I'm gonna hear, oh look, gold is range bound as market focuses on U.S. economic data. Yeah, I mean, I think seeing both of these in the green right now, when we're like, yep, we're super restrictive right now, and we're not done yet. We're not cutting for a while. It means we're going to continue to smash inflation. So why are these both continuing to go higher? Reason why is because the people that are in the know, and again, remember, the gold and bond market tend not to be fooled. They are a different people than retail traders, different mindset. They were pretty much on the interest rate rises the entire time, and they pretty much nailed it. Them focusing on all this green means that we're going to see inflation continue to rise, which is going to turn next year into it's going to be a nightmare. But yeah, overall, I think fundamentally this one should continue to drop lower. Look for 24 to come in. I'm kind of looking for, wherever we end on Friday, I'm kind of looking for us to end right around that 24 mark. I think that makes the most sense as far as where we go into Christmas week. All right. Let's drop it down to the 15-minute. Let's go up and look at the VIX first. Yeah, VIX going up a little bit, but a little bit of a change. Again, dollar coming right off that area, and what is it doing? It's running into some sellers there. It's got to clear this area. If it can clear this area, we should be able to sail all the way back up to 102, right? This is the push down. Here's the buyers. Here's that one drop, base drop coming back in, using those guys. And again, we'll try to push lower, maybe. We just need to, if we can get through that level, if we can just get enough strength, we should see it roll back up into the 240, which kind of makes sense across the board. So let's look at all these guys. Oh no, this again, huge drop yesterday, right? Huge drop yesterday, and then we're just retracing it back up again. 830. What we got here? No, 915. So 9915. No, right here would not have been in the area. Now, so the green candle is the 930 open. But with that said, you do have a red, you have a green that did not go as high, and you kind of have a red close. I think it's more important to, it should be, I think it's already if it closed. But we're getting a red, green, red, signifying that we're going to go lower. Again, right now, again, looks like a little bit of a trend change. It was up, 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 and now it looks like there's a trend reversal coming in. Again, 1030 reversal tends to mess things up. This one is supported, though, and you can see it here. All right, there is some support by a level of basing right there. So that'd be the big question is, can we go through? So with dollar weakness, this should continue to push. But again, I'd like to see the dollar strengthen this to kind of mellow back out again. I don't know. I almost want to say it's an inside day based off the news this morning. but it looks like it's trying to reverse. But as far as opening print goes, you're in the middle of nowhere, so it would not have been an opening print trade. This one did the same thing. It was red, 930 was here. It popped up. It kind of grabbed the top, right? It kind of grabbed the top to continue lower. And that's kind of what the trade would have looked like right there. And again, not really any great zones, right? Again, huge tumble yesterday. You can see this one was out there, right? Actually, you're probably out 1 to 3 at this point too. There's 1 to 3. It is out. Right there. So, and that's dead on 1 to 3. What? What? Well, if you would stop hitting the buttons. Here's Fire Truck Blaze. Here, Fire Truck Blaze. Most is going to come out like, why does he have no pants on? Because he was in the bathtub. So again, you could have traded this one. It's not necessarily the opening print. Again, we're looking for levels formed in the overnight, confirmed in the overnight. This one just gave us a big news spike. This is more of a news reversal based trade. We punched up and we kind of went down and then used that top section for the trade style. So this is more of a news trade, not an opening print. Just FYI. YM. Let's see. Yeah, look, red gave us a green. This one was kind of a trap, right? There's your Globex high. It got above and then immediately pushed back again. This also has the same basing down below. So if you were actually looking for a long trade in this one, there you could absolutely make a case that, hey, listen, there's a level right there. We came down and touched it at 10, but right now also looks like it's inside day. Right now, YM is the weakest of all of them, but I don't see any reason why it doesn't go higher. These are getting higher and higher and higher. And if you look to the left, there's nothing over here. So should be able to push a bit more. Russell, oh God. Good, Russell, that's ugly. 830, 915. It pushed above and went right to a level that we had marked off, right? That was from yesterday. Yeah, look at this. Spike up, spike down. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even give you a direction on Russell right now. We literally cleared from here all the way down. So we really can go either direction. Pull this off just to clean this one up a bit. Pull some of these out. Oops, wrong one. You can see this actually, in all honesty, this is not a horrible little like 23.6 level, right? You had a base and a drop sitting right on the 23. That's actually not bad. Problem is it ran out of steam and then went into the overnight, right? And they just continue to grind all the way up to the 50. So yeah, again, Russell's been a real challenging one, man. Yeah, poor retail traders that try to trade this one. Again, all overnight stuff though, but yeah, if you traded this in the overnight, woof, you got smoked on that one. Yeah, nothing in opening print, and I don't even want to give a direction on this one. This one is not, again, obviously some basing around the 23, the same level here we talked about. We're clear to the top side, and we're cleared at this point all the way up to 2037. So I really don't think the market has any idea what it's going to do today. They're all up from where they closed, but I don't think there's any huge factors today. Maybe something comes later. We get some type of a headline. But right now, there's nothing. I don't think we have anything later today either. Maybe some core CPI over here. I don't know. Look at this 2.5 from 2.9. Or maybe that comes in a little bit higher and helps the yen some more. So, but I mean, this is what we got. 27, barely a pip, less than a pip. Doing good versus the yen, right? A little bit more than a pip, less than a pip an hour, less than a pip an hour, and basically a pip an hour, right? And again, that one just moved where it should have. So we have really what we're looking for right now is euro reversal, maybe some pound movement, right? And then the dollar to come back in. Again, dollar is pretty much weak across the board. Looking to see if it is able to pick up any type of movement. So yeah, again, we're 4 days before Christmas. What do you expect? It's December. Most of the big money is out. There were some decent trades in the overnight. A lot of our targets, got hit from earlier in the week. I think all of our profit twos got hit in the yen trades. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, with that, let's go ahead and do our drawing for today. We got our 4 in today. What? No. I will give this to 230. Come here. I'm gonna cut your fingernails because you have really sharp fingernails right now. Yeah, you stabbed Daddy in the side. There we go. Oh, it does not hurt. It does not hurt. Oh, you stop it. Miss Debbie's gonna hear you and you're gonna break her heart. There we go. There we go. Oh, this one is sharp too. This one's sharp too. I'm gonna cut this one too. We got 10 more seconds for the drawing. 10 more seconds. Oh my God, his nails are so little I can't find them. There we go. All right, there we go. Look, you made Daddy miss it by 1 or by 2. All right, here we go. Winner of today's drawing is Ernest. Ernest comes in and steals it with the 10. Neuro, we talked about this, Neuro. Neuro, what is this? Neuro, we talked about this. I don't know how many times I got to say it. What is this? What is this? Ernest comes in and steals it. He's keeping. Hey, I got to give you this. Ernest is keeping you honest. He's keeping you honest. You got a strategy. You're doing everything in your power not to follow the strategy. And when you don't follow it, what happens? Karma gets you. Karma gets you. Way to go, Ernest. Way to go. Ernest spent big on that one. He spent big on that one. Going for broke, but he's keeping you honest. Keeping you honest. All right. With that, I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Hopefully we got some more movement tomorrow. Again, there's some decent actual news. Again, I think overall tomorrow, I think this retail sales number is looking to disappoint. I think we can have some decent pound movement off of it. I think the core PCE data probably comes in as expected, but I'm curious to see what what the durable goods orders look like. And maybe, I mean, God forbid this core PCE ticks up, right? Market is not going to be happy about that one, right? Maybe it goes down by 0.1 and they're celebrating. Like, that's it. We're cutting in March. Again, I don't think it's happening, but maybe we'll see. But I think that will jack around the market first thing, and then the sentiment. Right? Again, so far sentiment has been awesome. So we shall see. With that, again, a few minutes early. It is what it is. I will catch you guys tomorrow morning, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Have a good trading day today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Sharp. Oh, that did not hurt. It does not hurt. There we go. Oh, I got one more. One more. Da. Da. Oh, I got one more. One more. Last one. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Bam. Daddy got it. How about these fingers? Let me see. These fingers. Oh, look at this finger right here. Look at this finger right here. Oh, look at this one. This is a big one. No, no. There we go. Oh, that one's sharp.